Hello, I'm Lynn Finch with another No-Cash Allowance video for parents, homeschoolers, and anyone interested in preparing the next generation. Today I'm going to talk about how to make kids' allowances more like the adult money experience. Having money as a child and managing money as an adult are not the same. So how can parents make kids' allowances give them a little taste of that adult world of personal finance? My idea is when I was creating my allowance system, I would think, now, how does this transfer maybe to life when they turn 18? How can I make this experience kind of give them an idea of what would happen if they were an adult? And try to build that into my allowance system. So a few ideas that I came up with that may help you is to treat allowances as a constant income, and it's never withheld as a punishment. So my kids knew that on allowance payday, they would get their allowance regardless. And I compare that to, as an adult, your employer doesn't withhold your paycheck at whim for any reason. You know it's going to be there. I also decided to use a written account so the kids could actually enter their allowance on payday. It was like their own checking account. They added all money in and all money out. So they were in control of knowing when they were getting paid and they could write it in. They really liked that on allowance day. We also realized that similar to a business, we were transferring money to, let's say, think of the kids as departments that had a certain need for interests and activities, and they needed money to fund their department. And when we did that, we gave them total control of their money to meet their needs. We also gave them expenses. So they had to pay some things, age-appropriate expenses. My favorite is always the paying for school supplies because it happens every year and the kids know it's going to happen. So sometimes they take care of their things that they have so they don't have to replace them the next year. It's like giving your kids control over a small part of your family budget. Also, give kids complete control so they learn from their decisions. No one is looking over your shoulder telling you how to spend your money. And with kids, when they make decisions, good or bad, they're going to learn from them, but they won't be damaged by them. There's nothing they can do with their money that's going to really hurt them. However, when adults make bad decisions, there can be severe financial consequences. To introduce the idea of financial consequences, I set up kind of a fine and a process system. There could be late fees if they did not pay one of their expenses on time. And if they had their own fine, a library fine or a parking ticket, they had to pay for it out of their own money. Because kids need to learn, just as adults, there are financial consequences to your actions. And in the adult world, late fees on credit cards can really add up. Late fees on bank accounts can really add up. And it's taking money away from you that you cannot spend on yourself. I also created helping hands. I posted a list of services I would provide for my kids if they did not do that. If they did not hang up their coats or pick up their toys, I would charge a small fee and I would do it for them and subtract it from their account. It didn't last very long because they didn't like losing money for things they were supposed to be doing. It also meant I didn't have to nag them. That was the benefit for me. We also provided incentives and bonuses. Our kids got money for good grades. They deserved it. They worked hard. And I wanted them to have more money in their control so they could make more money decisions. We offered extra pay when they said, oh, I'd really like to have a little extra money before this school dance. And we gave them other incentives. I would create little programs where they could do something for me, address the Christmas cards, put stamps on them, wrap gifts, do some of the things that could just help me in the house. So there were also incentives for them to stop a bad habit or to improve something, maybe clean their room more. Just little bits of money that got added to their account that they actually did something or improved something. And these were good experiences for them. So when you create allowances, ask the same questions I did. Is this what happens when an adult has money? How can I create this experience to kind of be like an adult experience? And how can I remember to let them be in control? Because if they don't have control of the money, that's not going to translate to being an adult. As an adult, no one has control of your money. You have all the decisions to make on your own. And let your kids do that. Let them grow from that. If they start before they are even going to school, my youngest was 3. She had 15 years of this experience before she graduated from high school. Now, you can go ahead and click on the link below and read this complete blog. You can also order the log sheets I've been mentioning, and you can order a copy of my book. So please subscribe and share this with other parents. Thank you.